Murray Mexted has just dropped one of the most controversial truth bombs of the year, and he didn't hold back. According to the All Blacks legend, New Zealand's decline on the world stage can be traced directly to one thing: the South African teams leaving Super Rugby. For years, New Zealand fans have searched for explanations: coaching, player quality, mental fragility. But Mexted says the real cause is far bigger and far older than Scott Robertson's tenure. Speaking on the DSPN podcast with Martin Devlin, Mexted didn't dance around the issue, he went straight for the jugular. Super Rugby level for many years has been outstanding because we had the South African teams in the competition and it was a really high level, he said. The level of Super Rugby at the moment is not as high as it was. That statement alone is explosive. It implies that New Zealand's entire professional system, the pipeline that forged world champions, has been weakened. Not because of Razor, not because of players, but because the All Blacks are no longer hardened by South African brutality every week. And Mexted doubled down. I think they played strategically clever rugby, he said of England's 33-19 victory over the All Blacks. We've got an issue in defense where it's too easy to score tries against us, and so we need to look at that. But then came the most damning line of all. This is not Super Rugby level, and I think the whole world probably understands that better than we do. That is a direct shot at Razor Robertson's coaching group, the same trio that dominated Super Rugby with the Crusaders but have now lost to Argentina, South Africa, and England in 1 year. Mexted even mocked the size of Robertson's initial coaching announcement. You know, it's a funny thing, when Razor announced all his team, his crew, there were so many, I thought, well, that's impossible. And while he admitted he gave him plenty of leash, the leash is wearing thin. I think they finally got to a stage where they're down to 3 main selectors. Some people probably think there's a Canterbury factor there, but that doesn't worry me. It's the 3 best guys for the job, but this is not Super Rugby level. Translation: the Crusaders system doesn't automatically work at test level. Mexted is essentially accusing NZ Rugby of building an entire leadership group around a domestic competition that no longer prepares players for the intensity of test rugby, especially without the South African franchises who used to provide the physical benchmark. The implication is brutal. Without the South Africans, Super Rugby has softened, and so have the All Blacks. For a man who played in the era where NZ versus SA meant warfare, this is more than analysis, it's a warning. So now the question is unavoidable: is New Zealand rugby declining because its domestic competition has become too soft, too fast, and too insular? What do you think? Is Murray Mexted right that the All Blacks' downfall began the moment South Africa walked away from Super Rugby? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe to Kiwi Rugby updates for every explosive twist in the All Blacks' struggle for identity.